Okay, guys, hope you're doing amazing. This is Sedi. I'm back here. Now we see how things are going, okay? TikTok suspended me there, so we continue with the analysis on this part, okay? Close this again. Let me remove. Okay. So we want to see what gold is going to do in the bigger picture perspective, okay? We want to see what gold is going to do on the bigger picture perspective, and also maybe want to analyze it in a bit of a lower. Let me just share this to the rest. X. Okay, let's continue now. Okay. Okay, I think this is okay. So, we want to start with the monthly perspective, as I said there on TikTok. So sorry for that. I think TikTok just automatically, suspended my live there. So we continue with what we are doing here. Yeah, so first we started with the monthly time frame. Ensure you like this live, guys, as we continue with the analysis. Ensure you like the live. Ensure you like the live. Let's see how things are going. Yeah, so first we checked on the monthly time frame. On the monthly time frame, we saw that we had a monthly fair value gap here, which is quite impressive, So this monthly fair value gap is telling us that this market is yearning to possibly push higher. We saw we have a monthly time frame here, fair value gap here, and then on that monthly fair value gap, the market pushed up. You see, in the last month pushed up, okay, and then we are seeing how the current month is opening. Okay, the current month has opened, but has opened hanging on top here. Okay, the current month is hanging on top of this level here. So we want to get a condition where possibly, because what we have seen so far is telling us that we are expecting a bullish impression on gold. Okay, we are expecting this guy to give us more buying impression, such kind of a thing, especially the current month that we are currently tracking. So since that is what we are really what we are watching for, then we are supposed to maybe check something like weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, we want to see how the previous week has been behaving. One of the first thing we can see is that, let me know in the chat, guys, if you're able to see everything I'm presenting clearly, and ensure you like the live. Just leave a like there. I'll appreciate. Just leave a like there. That will be awesome. Okay. So one thing that I've noted is that from the monthly fair value gap, the market came up here. Okay. Although on the lower side, we have already gotten a change of character. When we go to a lower time frame, you will see that this was a very beautiful change of character. This trend line is looking strange. So this is, maybe I can shift and type something here, chalk. Okay. So we see that we had a very nice chalk at this level here. And then the market had broken. And now we can see also the market is doing something on the upper side. Okay. The market came up again on the upper side. What happened on the upper side? We can see that the market came through this section here. And this is a weekly fair value gap. The market did what? The market closed above the consequent encroachment. The consequent encroachment is like the half point of that weekly fair value gap. The market closed above it. So since the market closed above this consequent encroachment, guys, ensure that if you're around, just type the like button there, so that this stream can go far. Thanks so much for being around. So let's check this consequent encroachment. The moment this market had broken this consequent encroachment, what I think is that possibly this market might have a bit of a bullish impression. But there's one thing also I'm thinking at the end of the day, that yes, we have seen the market came to the monthly fair value gap, tapped on it, we started running up very fast. Okay. Since we started running up very fast, as the current month is opening, this is December. We are in December right now. As the current month is opening, one of the things I'm expecting the market first to do manipulation lower. Okay. The market to do manipulation lower, and then we continue up. I don't think if the market can just continue, can just push up just like that without manipulating. So we might expect the market to manipulate a little bit on the lower side and then possibly push higher. So we might check, because that manipulation is like the current month forming a wick. We have seen it has formed a significant wick there, but that's not enough, because we have to go to a bit of a lower time frame and see that wick, did it touch on any PDRA? Okay, did it touch on any form of PDRA? So on the daily time frame, let's see. On top here we have a daily fair value gap, which is this guy here. The market has been struggling on this daily fair value gap. Boom, boom, boom. On the lower side, we have a monthly fair value gap. So the monthly fair value gap on the lower side is like a strong support zone, okay? Although generally I've said that we have seen already a change of character here. The market had given us a change of character. What's happening with my, let me just reset the styles. Extend line on the left, the whatever, let me remove them. Okay, so we can see that here we had, let me just make it to be a bit bigger. We had chalk, okay? Change of character. So this change of character, the market had broken to the lower side, and then again the market right now is running to the upside, okay? So we might have assumed, there's one thing in my mind, that we might have assumed what is happening. We might have assumed that this market is doing what? Is possibly coming to a premium zone, that which is also something that I've been thinking, okay? That this market is coming to a premium zone above 50% generally, which it has done, and then we shoot to the lower side. But at the same time, there's also something I saw, that even as this market coming to the upside, there's a small high here. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Maybe it can be a bit clearer. Let me remove these daily dividers because they're making session breaks here. Let me remove them. I don't know whether you can see my chart clearly, but let me hope so. So what I've seen here is that on the left, extreme left, we had gotten a change of character to the downside. The market now came to a premium zone. And then when we check on this upper side here, when we check on this upper side here, you can see that the market also did what? Had also formed. It has also a broken structure to the upside, but also we can call it just a chalk because it's the first time possibilities also proceeding to the upside, okay? So we have the break to the lower side, a break to the upside. So now we are having something like a dealing range, okay? Where the liquidity was taken on the lower side and also liquidity taken on the upside. Let me just tweak my Fibonacci. Let me make this one to be white in color, basically. Yeah, so we can see that this is basically supposed to be 75%, 50%. I've just reversed these values, okay, because I started with the... Okay, so let me remove this guy briefly. So looking at the Fibonacci currently with this dealing range we have been having here, you can see that this market is still playing around 50%, okay? It came to the 50%, still playing around the 50% of the Fibonacci. It has not left that zone. So the question is this: where is this market really going? So for us to know possibly where the market might go next, according to me, I'm just looking at how the market has been playing around, okay? We have broken the structure to the upside. Okay, first we had broken the structure to the lower side, came back again, had broken the structure to the upside, so it's just basically taking liquidity to the downside, taking liquidity to the upside, so that it has taken the liquidity on the both sides. So we might be having something like, we are having a dealing range there, okay? So with that kind of an expression of having a dealing range, now we are stretching a Fibonacci and seeing possibly where the market possibly might go to, because there are two things. One thing we know is that this market had already broken structure to the lower side, telling us that the market is supposed to go bearish. Looking at the lower side of this market, we can see that we have a very big POI, which is the monthly fair value gap, okay? Here, we have a very big POI, which is the monthly FVG. So this monthly FVG led to the break or another change of character to the upside. This market coming up here and breaking this structure and then pushing a bit lower, you see? The broken structure here and then coming lower. So what I might be thinking right now, since you have a monthly FVG here, is that basically this market want to play within some discounted zone, okay? This market want to play in around the discount zone here, before giving us a buy. What a discount generally. So what we'll be looking when we are watching for a discount zone is will force us maybe to check this market on the something like daily time frame. Let's check on the daily time frame what's happening. So you can see that down here we have we had a daily fair value gap. So this market came to a daily fair value gap down here. Guys, let me know whether you can see my chart well, or should I shift it to the other screen? I believe you're able to see it well. I hope everything is okay. But if maybe I'm supposed to shift it, just let me know on the chart, okay? So we are having this daily fair value gap. The market has come to this daily fair value gap, resisted it, tapped on it very strongly, started pushing to the upside, okay? So I think that is a very strong PDRA we add on the lower side. I don't know whether you are getting everything I'm trying to say. Let me summarize it, okay? We have the market that was going bullish, okay? This market was strongly going bullish. This is the trend line, okay? And then we had a, let me just make it to be white in color, this trend line. And then we have a market breaking structure to the lower side, basically changing character, okay, to the lower side. After changing character to the lower side, we have the market coming back again, okay? As it was coming down, changing character to the lower side, we have the market tapping a higher time frame PDRA, which is a monthly fair value gap, okay? The moment the market tapped the monthly fair value gap, we saw it again moving back again, okay? After changing character and tapping on the monthly time frame, the market started pushing up to a premium zone before we get a strong sell occurring at this level here, which is quite impressive, you know? So now the issue is this. Yes, we have a change of character to the lower side, but we have a very strong POI, which is the monthly FVG, that the market is currently stuck, okay? The market is still bouncing on this monthly FVG going up. But the question is this. Yes, we had the monthly FVG here, but what did that PDRA did? We have that PDRA forcing the market to again change character to the upside, okay? So changing character to the lower side, tapping on the monthly FVG, the monthly FVG acted like a spring, pushing the market again to the upside, breaking the changing character again to the upside, okay? Which means that that's just according to me, okay? That's just according to what I think. I think that with that being said, there's a possibility of this market doing what? Pushing higher, okay? Continuing to the buying side. That's the daily perspective. Then we go back to the 4-hour time frame. So maybe today, after the market have tapped on the discount zone in the daily time frame, which is the daily fair value gap, the market came back again, okay? And now the market, what we can be watching for is below daily time frame. Do we have any other PDRA? That's the next question we can ask ourselves. Below the daily time frame, do we have any other PDRA? So below the daily time frame, the other PDRA that can help us in intraday trade is something like 4-hour time frame. So we can be looking at 4-hour fair value gap, 4-hour order block, blah, 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 such kind of a thing. Because we know that obviously we are coming from the monthly FVG. The market came back again, tap on the daily FVG. And basically maybe we might be moving, possibly to the upside. So even before we do that, looking at the 4-hour, whatever it is, let's check what the 4-hour time frame has been doing, okay? The structure of the 4-hour time frame. So checking on the 4-hour time frame, what we can see is that we have this break to the upside, push to the lower side, break to the upside. The market coming low and doing what? Doing something called sweep of liquidity, okay? So this is just basically, sweep of liquidity. So what this 4-hour time frame has done here, we are forming a higher high, higher low, higher high, the market coming down and sweeping this low. So I don't expect it to be a break of structure to the lower side. This is just a sweep of liquidity. Why? Because the market just interfered with the wicks only. You can see that it did not break this low with the body. It just break it with a wick. After the market has done that, we can see that the market has started doing what? It came up, formed this high. Just a moment. The market came up again after sweeping liquidity to the lower side, formed this high, push lower, had broken this high, okay? So now we can see that after sweeping liquidity to the lower side, sweep of liquidity to the lower side, I think I'd written it bad. Liquidity to the lower side. After sweeping liquidity to the lower side, the market came back and did what? Had broken structure, okay? So we have a break of market structure here. So we have BOS, okay? So on the lower side, we have a sweep of liquidity and then the market coming and breaking structure. So those are two different terms and two different things altogether, because it means that possibly at this moment you're looking at this market, possibly it might be trying to push bullish, okay? After sweeping this liquidity. So breaking structure, coming down to a discount zone, and then possibly the market again might retest some zone and then continue up. But even as the market is doing that, there's something I've noted also, that this market generally right now, it has formed another form of a dealing range again, okay? So we have another dealing range forming here. Let me just return back that thing. So now this one, we will just mark it as break of structure. So I think I've marked that. Let me just make it to be at the center. Let me make the color to be white. Yeah, BOS. Okay. On the lower side, we have sweep of liquidity. That one I've indicated. And then right now we are having also this portion of price. I think you can be able to see it well. We have this portion of price here. We have the market have done what? The market also have done an internal BOS here. Okay. So we have a break of structure to the lower side. So we have a break of structure to the upside, a break of structure to the lower side. Then the market now is in between. So according to the prevailing structure of the market and where the market is coming from, we know that whatever the market is trying to present, the market is trying to give us more bullish impression. Okay. That's one of the first things you have to know. But at the end of the day, also, we are trying to see how the market is trying to do some interplay here and there. So we know that we have from the top to the bottom, basically this is just another form of another dealing range again, okay? So we are looking at basically how this dealing range was formed. We have the market running very fast with very strong. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame. I think 1 hour time frame, yeah, basically will be able to give us an impression of what this market is doing. Yeah, so you can see that on this lower side, we have a BOS, okay? And then we want to see how this dealing range was formed. The market ran very fast to the upside, boom, 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 taken liquidity, broken the structure to the upside, and then we can see again the market doing what? Push to the lower side. So maybe the one thing that I can do is to create a channel, okay? Maybe you can create a channel and see what is really happening with this market, okay? I don't know, where is that channel indicator? Okay, that structure there. So basically our channel will be around this level. Let's just maybe try to clone this guy and see where it will end up. Yeah, that's my thought. Let's see whether it is okay or not. And then let's use our Fibonacci, okay? Apart from the Fibonacci, let me check fast forward time frame. I want to see the order blocks around this level here. Let me go to the daily time frame. Do we have any other order block there? Because if we give us something well, even we can maybe get into the trade, you know. Let me check the 4 hour time frame. Do we have any other order block there? The order block is this one on top here. I think it's extreme, it's very far away, you know. This one here. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame. Do we have any other block? It is extreme to the top. Let's go to the 30 minutes. Do we have any other block? Yeah, no, but basically we have this reaction here. When you go to the lower time frame, we'll see that this one looking like some kink there. Okay, let's go to something like let me make it red. So I'm just marking those zones, and you can see even the market had reacted there even before that. Okay, let's go to 15 minutes time frame. I can see I did not tap on the fair value gap. Let's go to the 5 minutes time frame and see. I cannot see much on the 5 minutes time frame too. On the left, on the 5 minutes time frame, I can see some kink here too. Okay, on the 5 minute. When I mean kink, I'm just meaning maybe some portions of that defines liquidity and things like that. So what am I thinking right now? That's now the deal. Okay, what do I really think? I think this market, what it can do, there are two things. Okay, there are two things. Either we have to watch it at, I think we have already marked this point. Okay, we also have another smaller dealing range again, apart from that, which is from this point down here. I just mean when I talk about dealing range, is just basically taking liquidity on the lower and the upper side, you know. So this market can do what? It can come to the 50%. And even before we check that, can we see 1 hour time frame and see whether we have any other PDRA? Let's check 4 hour time frame. That fair value gap has not completed yet. Let's check 1 hour time frame. Do we have any fair value gap there that has not completed where the market can tap into before going up? We have this fair value gap here, but I really don't know whether the market will come there. We'll measure again that dealing range and see what can really happen. Okay. Let's go to the 30 minutes time frame and see. I think even it is beautiful on 30 minutes time frame. 30 minutes time frame, we have this a 30 minutes fair value gap here. 15 minutes time frame. It has been tapped already. 5 minutes time frame. It has already been tapped. So you can see that even if we draw a channel, because I can see this guy is possibly might be suitable with the channel too. Even if we draw a channel 2 here, where is it? Let's check. If we draw a channel, okay, let me see. I think that one might not be the best. I want to see something that maybe can lead us down here. Okay, don't know whether this one can be the best one. This one, that's not basically the one. That's just a bullish one. Okay, so this is the deal. This is the deal. Right now, do we have this market? Let me see. Let me just draw the lower one. Let me draw the lower trend line. We see what's here, because it seems as if this market had already have some breakout in a way. Okay, we are already having some breakouts here. Let me check. There's a very nice thing I think I saw on the 1 hour time frame. Let me check the 1 hour time frame. So there's something I've seen. Do you okay, have you seen all those things I've done? The market retesting the lower side, coming, whatever it is, breaking structure. I think this market can first push bearish. Okay, guys, tap the screen. If not, don't tap the screen. Ensure you like the live. You know, I'm used to TikTok thing. Okay, so ensure you like the live. Just click the like button. That's what I wanted to say. Okay, click the like button so that you talk to algorithm there. Okay, so I expect whatever we are seeing right now is that, although we have seen what has happened in the 4 hour time frame, even the sweep of liquidity on this lower section of this price, okay, on this part of the price here, there's a possibility of the market pushing again lower. Okay, that's what I can see right now. There's a possibility of the market pushing unless we have this market coming and breaking what point? The moment you see the market coming back again up and breaking around 2652.67, there's a high chance that market will retest and continue up. So if it breaks this zone, you'll just see something like this and then we continue bullish. Okay, but in case if that does not happen, expect to see some bearish impression. Let me go to 15 minutes time frame. Expect to see this market coming and retesting this trend line again. No, that trend line will not be retested. Let's go to 30 minutes time frame. Let me start with the 5 minutes. I just want to see what's happening there. Let's go to 3 minutes. Just want to see what's happening there, so that, because if we see something good, even we can get in a trade live here, monitor it for some few minutes, and then maybe if we can get some few pips, you know, we just go. I think that's not the right one. So let me go back to 15 minutes time frame. That's not the right one. Okay, so this is the deal. What you can expect right now, because the moment it breaks this zone, now it is even trying to confuse us again. So I think the best thing is for you to watch how the market will behave around 2652. Okay, and also just go on your chart and draw this trend line, because you know my main aim today was to do what? To show you what the market is really doing. I've analyzed it from the monthly perspective, everything, telling you even the 4 hour time frame what's happening. You know that right now this market is leaning bullish. Okay, and with the dealing range you have seen so far, where the market is right now doing those works there, we can see that there's a possibility of the market pushing briefly bearish. So that bearishness, it can come to around 50%. Just use Fibonacci, measure from this low, okay, to this high. There's a possibility of this market coming what to around this 50% zone again. Such kind of a thing. Then after that, you will see again the market coming back, rolling back to the upside, okay? So basically, if in case you don't want any other stress, I think the only thing you can wait for is wait for the market at 2652.52 around that zone. So the moment you see the market coming up, violating the upper trend line, for example, like this, and then possibly retesting it, such kind of a thing, there's a high chance that this market possibly will continue bullish. But the moment you see the market coming to that trend line and then you will be tracking it on something like 5 minutes time frame, coming to this trend line and then coming low and breaking structure, changing character to the lower side, because right now the lows are still protected. You can see that we have this liquidity point here. This low is still protected. Okay, this low is still protected. Okay, this low still protected. So all of this, this market is still bullish. Okay, so the only thing that maybe can prove to you that it is bearish is just coming up, doing something up here, maybe trying as if it want to break the eye and then coming back, changing character, retesting, coming down. That's the first thing. The second thing is, since it is bullish at the on the overall sense, the best thing is, for example, for you to wait for it to break the up, this trend line around 2652 retest. So after breaking 2252, basically it might forms another form of dealing range again. So you will take Fibonacci, measure it from this low to the high that was formed, wait for the market to come to around 50% or around 25, whatever it is, that zone, in alignment either with the trend line or such kind of a thing. Because I think I wanted at least for us, if in case we were able to get some trades, but I can see this market might not be able to give us a trade while we are live here, okay? So I think that's basically it. In case maybe if I will be on the screen during that time, for those who are on my free Telegram group, I might share it maybe there for you guys for free there, so that you at least you'll be able to benefit from it, okay? But I think you got the overall sense. Let me do the summary very fast before I get out. So in summary, this is it. We were looking at the markets. I'm just doing a summary very fast. We are looking at the market in a bigger picture. I think first we started with the monthly time frame. On the monthly time frame, we have drawn. We first check on the monthly time frame the PDRAs. Okay, so we marked this monthly AVG. Let me remove everything so that I start all over. I'm just doing a summary very fast for those who are not around. So we marked the monthly fair value gap, which is one of our very nice PDRA there. After marking the monthly fair value gap, then we moved back. We saw our last month ended with a very large wick below, telling us that possibly the current month also might lean to the bullish side. Okay, we go to the weekly time frame. We have seen now this green candle pushed up very strongly. That's also a very nice clue for what's really going on there. Then we moved back to the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, I think what I emphasized on, as you heard, is that we were just looking for the market structure. So the first thing we observed is that the market had broken the structure to the lower side, change of character, and then as it was coming to this side, on the lower side, it made a monthly fair value gap. So the monthly fair value gap propelled the market again to do another break of structure to the upside, okay, from this point here. So now that monthly fair value gap gave us another break of structure to the upside, okay, which is quite nice, okay. And then after the break of structure to the upside, the market came down very strongly to some discounted zone. And also I showed you, because I'm doing summary right now, I measured with Fibonacci from the low to the high. What we saw after measuring with Fibonacci is that the market was just coming back to 50%. Now we can see it is retesting it. Basically, we might expect the market to push basically higher, such kind of a thing, okay? So now the question we were asking ourselves is, on the lower time frame, do we have the market structure possibly proving what we are talking about right now? So when we check on the lower time frame, one thing that we have seen is that apart from the market coming back again up here and doing a change of character up here, doing a change of character, let me just mark it, doing a chalk up here, okay, we have the market coming back again, okay, coming back again and doing what? So this is the most important part, because what I'm talking about at the moment now, I'm revising this thing, is to help you to know how, for example, you can approach intraday trades, okay? because we have seen this market have again done does another change of character to the upside, okay, and then coming back to 50% of Fibonacci. And what did it do there? One of the things you have observed is that it did not break structure. It had swept liquidity, because on this lower side we have seen that there was a sweep of liquidity, okay, a sweep of liquidity, okay. So this sweep of liquidity, let me just see. I think let me just give all of them white. I think that's something that you can see better. Okay, sweep of liquidity to the lower side, and then after sweeping liquidity, what has the market done? The market formed a high, and then a higher low, and then it has formed a higher high, okay? After forming a higher high inside, that thing it has done after doing what? After sweeping liquidity, telling us that possibly at the moment the market is having something like a lower picture, a smaller picture, bullish impression, okay? And then we have also moved into detail and seen what the market has really built. So we have also stretched Fibonacci, because this guy taken liquidity on the both side. We have stretched our Fibonacci here to see what's really taking place, okay? So by stretching our Fibonacci from this high to this low, we marked we marked PDRAs inside this structure here, okay, right now. So I think we moved, we checked it on the 1 hour time frame, checked it on the 1 hour time frame. We were marking fair value gaps. That is on the discount zone. Because if this market, for example, right now is having a bullish impression, then we have to look at zones found on the discount zone where possibly buys can take place, okay? Because what we have seen so far right now is that even though this market had broken this, let me just write it again, change of character again, choke. So after the market had done a choke to the upside, we have seen it came down again and had also broken another structure to the lower side here. So broken to the upside, broken to the lower side, and now playing in between. So right now we want the market to do what? Right now because at the end of the day, when we go something like 15 minutes time frame, you can see that this market pushed lower, also taken some liquidity here, and now on the upper side also it has taken liquidity. So we are expecting this market to maybe come to something like 50% or such kind of a thing, and we look for a reaction or below 50%. And I think the PDRA that stood out on the 50%, I think it was on 1 hour time frame, basically what we have seen so far. Yeah, 1 hour time frame, I think we measured some fair value gap here. Around 1 hour fair value gap around somewhere like 26.33. Okay, let's go to the 30 minutes time frame. $30 time frame, you can see it around 26.32. Okay, around that zone on 30 minutes time frame. But maybe also you can help yourself by doing what? Maybe on the lower time frame, like 5 minutes, checking things like trend lines, you know, the alignment of those zones with some significant trend line and things like that, so that you'll be able to get some accurate zones, okay? You can be able to get some accurate zone where the market is supposed to retest before you get some buys. Guys, ensure you tap the like button there. I just wanted to show you that's a revision of what we have done so far. So right now, you know, as this market is coming down, possibly it might be pushing to another discount zone before we get buys resuming again. Okay, that's what is right now even at the back of my mind. Okay, but in case if it push higher, I think there's another trend line also had drawn on top here for you, for example, to officially maybe start buying it officially. You see it had retested this trend line, but now this trend line, the same trend line, this market might come to a discount zone, come back again, retest this trend line, break it, retest it, and then we start pushing higher. Okay, yeah, so that's basically what it is, guys. So hope you got something from that. I thought maybe this market will have given us something here, because for me, I'm not thinking to sell it. I'm not feeling to sell it right now, you know, though maybe I think, as I've told you, that is supposed to push briefly to the bearish side. I think I might not sell it. The only time I might sell it is when again, okay, when again this guy comes back to, let me see, this guy might come back again to retest this order block, okay, and then if I see some significant reaction there, then maybe I might decide again to push it lower. Okay, let me just give me a moment. Let me see how that trade. I want to give you exactly maybe how that trade can occur. Just give me a moment. Because now we have seen that what this market has done on top here. Now let's check maybe how you can be able to get that. Just give me a second. Sorry. What am I even doing? Return it back. No. Let me just use another screen. Okay, so just give me a moment. Let me see. I wanted to check both of them at the same time, but I think it will just be, the screen will just be full. Okay. So let me look at something briefly, and then I want to show you maybe if you want to get an entry, how you can basically get it. Okay. Let me see. Let me go back to my other gold chart. I see. Just give me a moment. Let me just check exact zones. I wanted to place them side by side so that, because I'm using Oanda. I wanted to check the other thing on something like FXCM, and then we see what we're gonna do. I didn't want to disrupt this chart, so let's just check it here, no problem. So at this point here, we can see we have this block of order here, okay? But we can see the market have already violated it in 5 minutes. Let's check 15 minutes time frame. Yeah, I think this is a very good one here. We are also even down below it. We have some rejection blocks there. You can see the market is coming to, let me check, let me redraw it again. Exactly to the pip, the market came to almost the consequent encroachment of this rejection part of that wick. Quite amazing. The market is rejecting there, you know. I've just measured the wick. I think that's something that basically maybe some of you are conversant with. The wick of the market, the wick, if you see some manipulative wick like that, you can measure it. And some point of that wick, like consequent encroachment, sometimes can be so prone to being retested and the market pushing away from it and things like that, you know. Okay, now I think I've just opened another chart. I think it has now opened. Let me see that so that we don't disrupt whatever we are doing. Let me check some other blocks. I want to give you exact zone in case if you want to get a trade. I want to give you my opinion on what exact zone I think maybe can be okay for you to take a trade. Let me flip it. This other blocks has been violated already. That one violated. Let's go to 3 minutes time frame. That one violated. No, I think this one is still fresh. Let's go to the 1 minute time frame. Okay, that's a good one. So what I'm expecting, where I'm expecting this market to go to is around and this is too near, around somewhere like either at that's I'm talking about sales basically. Okay, if you want to sell it, if it turned back right now, because now we can see it has rejected the consequent encroachment of that rejection part of that candle, the wick of that candle. So we might expect it right now to come to around 26.47. According to what I'm seeing on my side here, it might come to 26.47 or just generally 26.47.61 or 26.47.03. Okay, those two price points. Let me confirm again whether it is the right one. Yeah, basically. Okay, so let me just mark it on the chart here. That will be on the 30 minutes time frame. What I've seen 30 minutes time frame is will generally possibly will be this order block here. Let's remove this trend line because it is disrupting us here. Let's check. It will be this order block at 26.47. You can see it here on 30 minutes time frame. You can see we have a very beautiful order block there. And also I think there's another order block I saw. What order block in what time frame? I don't know. Let me check it again. I think on 5 minutes time frame I also saw another order block, but I think this one has been mitigated already, so I might not be able to focus on it as such. They're just on the same level. So the reason why I possibly have focused on that order block is because when you check on the lower time frame, like 5 minutes time frame, you can see that gold formed that very strong, taking a very strong wick on top, okay, forming this candle here, this rejection block around this zone here, and then the market created a fair value gap, okay. So it did not just form that strong green candle, rejecting green candle up there. It also formed a fair value gap, okay. So I'm expecting there's a possibility of the market coming around this 20. It is that the real order block is on 30 minutes time frame, but even on 5 minutes time frame, you can see that we have a very nice presentation here, okay. So what can you expect? If, for example, I'm the one placing the trade, one thing that I have to watch is to watch what price. That price point will be 2647 point around 02, okay. Let me measure the stop loss on size and on the upper side and see how many pips basically. Yeah, I think this guy might need something like, in case if you're getting in, so I think it might need something like maybe 50 pips stop loss, such kind of a thing. So one of the things maybe you have to watch first, because if we are coming down, then we are coming to that PDRA we have talked about. Where was it? I think it was on 30 minutes time frame. Yeah, basically this fair value gap here, okay. So it can force you maybe to place your stop loss something like 50 pips. But now the real deal is this. I'm not even expecting you to place a sell limit. Why? A limit order there, because at this point the market might come and break it strongly. So one thing you have to watch is when the market comes to 2647, does it give a rejection on what time frame? 3 minutes or 5 minutes? The moment the market touch it almost to the pip, do you get a strong rejection and getting maybe a red candle in 5 minutes? When you see that, a very, very high chance that sales can occur there, okay. Because the reason I'm saying that is because there's another impression I'd given you already, where the market comes back to this trend line here, okay. Because this trend line, the market had retested it, but the market might come back again, do what? Break it, retest it, and then you continue up. The only thing that will tell you that the market might not do that is if the market reach at 2647 point around 006, and then we get a strong rejection, something like a rejection there possibly. That will be a very nice impression that we are selling, okay. But now there's another condition. The another condition is that I might not expect the market first to come to this PDRA before doing that. I want the market first to come here, because that one will give us something like a head and shoulder. You might not know exactly what I'm expecting here, but let me just tell you. Can you see this structure here? This is a head and shoulder, that possible head and shoulder that can form. And by using even the symmetry of this head and shoulder, it has not completed, but it is something that maybe we are trying to forecast it can form, okay? By using this head and shoulder, there's a possibility of us using the symmetry of that head and shoulder. And what does it tell us? It is telling us that there's a possibility of this market coming all over to, selling all over to 26.25. Okay? By using the symmetry of that structure. Okay? Yeah, so apart from everything else, you can even just track that head and shoulder only. But the right shoulder should form at 26.47 point around 006. That's it. Then you see a strong rejection. That's it. Okay? Yeah, guys, tap the like button if you really enjoyed the live. Ensure you tap the like button there. I'm leaving right now. I just wanted to let you know what's really going on. I believe you're able to enjoy the session. Yeah, possibly. I possibly believe you're able to enjoy the live here. Any question? Just let me know in the chat before I leave. Any question? Any concern? Anything? Yeah, so guys, I can feel you okay. Yeah, that's super great. Okay, let's meet tomorrow. In case maybe if I see something maybe on time, I might maybe send it on the free Telegram group there, so that you'll be able to benefit on my free Telegram group if I get it on time. If not, maybe we just meet tomorrow. We see if we can be able to find another thing else. Okay, all the best, guys. I'm out. Ugh.